How's it going, guys, and welcome back to another video. It's me, Cam from Cam's Cover. Welcome back to another daily Chelsea transfer news video, and today I'll be talking about Wilfried Zaha, Conor Gallagher exit, a lot on AUBAMEYANG, Anthony Gordon as well. 3 more signings before the end of the window, hopefully. But if you're new, I'm Cam from Cam's Cover. I do daily Chelsea transfer news videos. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe. 80% of you who watch my videos aren't subscribed, so if you get that down, that'd be great. But without further ado, let's go in the first story. Now, of course, starting off like I did yesterday, and that's focusing on Wilfried Zaha, I'm going to go to Dean Jones Soccer via Gimme Sport, who started off the ball rolling by saying Wilfried Zaha would love to join, and there's certainly people within the Chelsea setup that think Raheem Sterling and Zaha in the same attack would be really promising for the rest of the season. So it's something to look out for. Now, this is just one of the reasons why Zaha would want to join Chelsea. He has a year left in his Palace deal, which means you want to be pushing for a move now if Palace want to get any money from him. Playing Champions League football in a better team, he'd probably be earning more Wonga. He wouldn't be the central man, which is something to always look out for, because maybe he prefers being the main man at Palace to being a bit part role in Chelsea, but he looks like he's going to be happy with the move. He's excited by this, and go on to more stories saying. Firstly, just the standard sport saying Crystal Palace are reluctant to sell Wilfried Zaha so late in the transfer window, but that interest in Conor Gallagher means there could be talks between Chelsea in the coming days. Again, this is interesting. I'll be talking about Conor Gallagher more later, but to finish it off, Simon Phillips Sport for a Zaha update says, I can confidently say we're advancing here, but what I do know is that we have made plenty positive contact with his camp. He wants the move, and Chelsea have had contact with Crystal Palace as well, twice last week. These are all positive things right now. Chelsea are talking to the player, the club, and of course Conor Gallagher could play a bigger role in this deal. Zaha, as we know, great player, always known for his skills, his dribbling, moving the ball up the pitch with Palace. However, in the last 2 years, as Palace's team has progressed, so too has his scoring ability, with only Son and Harry Kane scoring more goals in the Premier League in 2022 than Wilfried Zaha with 12. Chelsea lack goals. He can bring goals as a winger. I would want to focus on the midfield if I was scouting for Chelsea, but Zaha is a great option to have if the AUBAMEYANG deal doesn't go through, which I'll be talking about now. So going from Gerard Romeo from Managing Barca, who is the lead writer, journalist for Barcelona, all things Barcelona news. Today is the day. Mateo Almeni is working on the departures of AUBAMEYANG, Dest, Pjanic, Abdi and Braithwaite, along with the signings of Alonso, a right back and a certain player. 2 things to unpack there. Today is the last day of negotiations, really, that Barcelona said they were willing to have for AUBAMEYANG, and Alonso, lots of links with him to Atletico Madrid as well as Barcelona, so wherever he goes, can we just get rid of him? Anyway, focusing on AUBAMEYANG, apparently Tuesday, today, we're having yet another set of talks with AUBAMEYANG's people, but again, coming from Gerard Romero a bit later on, just in, agreement very close between Barcelona and Chelsea for AUBAMEYANG for 23 million euros plus 2 million variables, which is around 20 to 22 million pounds. Would you take this for AUBAMEYANG? Well, he scored 11 goals and 17 starts in the La Liga last year. Of course, that's La Liga, and the Premier League is very different, but we can't take away his 92 goals that he scored for Arsenal in about 3 years. He is a good striker. Does he still have it to be at the top level? I don't know, but as a backup to Kai Havertz, or maybe to mentor Kai Havertz, that would be great. Now, Jorge Mendes, the agent of Rafael Leao, who we are linked with earlier this week, gone a bit cold, but I'm hoping things can come up recently. But going to Nico Schriller, who has said Jorge Mendes has re-talked with Chelsea in the last hours to try open Cristiano Ronaldo to them. Mendes at the beginning of July had opened talks with Toppoli for CR7 to Chelsea and still working on this possible transfer. Now, we had this about 2 months ago regarding Ronaldo. Thomas Tuchel doesn't want Ronaldo, he doesn't think he'll fit in the team, and let's be honest, he's probably caused more problems than solve them, but it's Ronaldo. Our goals could be, tap-ins could be finished by Ronaldo. Again, he'll be asking for a lot of money. Our wage budget, I don't really feel, with FFP, the amount of signings we've done, could really afford it. But, it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Thomas Tuchel's stated many times he doesn't want him, so I don't know if this is as smart of a deal. But I'm just going to put it there because transfer deadline day is coming up soon. Maybe a late-minute move for Ronaldo would get the Chelsea stock price going up, if anything. But I'm going to go on to the last transfer news story, which says Andy Gordon looks to have hit a real stumbling block, the fee. We know that Thomas Tuchel ideally wants 2 new attackers. He can cover the right wing back position with other players, so perhaps Zaha now becomes the instead of Gordon pursuit. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be that way. I've been saying this whole week, Frank Lampard has been, really helping us in not signing Anthony Gordon, because he's saying stuff like he's worth 100 mil. He's so valuable to us. Thank you, Frank, for doing your charity work for Chelsea, because we don't need him. I'd much rather Zaha and Aubameyang than Anthony Gordon alone. £60 million at a push. I wouldn't even be happy with 40 million, but they want too much, and realistically, for 5 Premier League goals, it's not enough. He did score on the weekend though, so maybe. And finally, today at 7:45, Chelsea play Southampton. Hopefully, we can get another 3 points. Southampton, I thought, deserved to get something out of the Man United game. They've played pretty well, but let's go on to my team and my prediction. With Koulibaly coming back, I don't think we'll be playing a full-back, but Thomas Tuchel has hinted that he wants to change the system. However, I think we're going to be a 5-back again. It's a toss-up whether Chalobah starts in front of Azpilicueta again. However, you know the goalkeeper. Mendy, lots of calls for getting Mendy to, be replaced by Kepa, but that's it. Mendy in goal, Reece James, Cucurella, Silva, Koulibaly and Chalobah for me. Midfield 2. This is where it gets tricky because Kovacic only played 20 minutes, but ideally, hopefully he can start with Jorginho for that Jovicic midfield, and the forwards right itself, Havertz, Sterling and Mount. With Mount wanting to score against his, he's a Pompey boyhood, hoping to score against Southampton. Yeah, we play very well against Southampton usually, with us beating him, was it 6-0 last year? Hopefully we can continue that. I think Thomas Tuchel has Ralph Hasenhüttl's number, but I went to the game last year at the Bridge at the start of the season as well. It was 3-1. It was 1-1 up until the 82nd minute when Werner scored that. The whole crowd went electric. I miss Werner. Please come back. I'm joking. We'll go AUBAMEYANG. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll probably be doing double uploads towards the end of the transfer window because things are hotting up. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you, when I see you.